landing on the
Whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club. My clown way too white to be shooting in the eyes. I'm sleeping good at night. See the door don't got no locks. To be spiteful, she best friends with the ops. And that you need better stocks. Standing on my money, dog. Please don't get involved. Ain't nobody running off. Rules to the basics. I can't be no son-in-law. I can't take the summer off. I make it look good and all, but this is no vacation. All the goons, they respect me and I know it. Watch your words and your tone, you not a poet. My advice, please don't try to be heroic. Let me know they whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a
yeah. If I did it, then I did it right. Yeah. This ain't happened for me overnight. Yeah. Bet against me, you gon' pay the price. Yeah. Down to business, I ain't playing nice. Yeah. So ahead of y'all, I'm out of sight. Yeah. When you pop it, they don't wanna slice. Yeah. Breeding envy, that's a part of life. Yeah. Mediocre, that just won't suffice. Better now than ever. Ain't no cracking under pressure. The boy's clever. If I did it, it was stellar. Nobody fresher. Stop complaining, man, my head hurts. These catchy records ain't nothing really but a walk in the park for me. Heard the catalog, you know I got some scars on me. Just getting started, you don't really wanna start with me. It's John Q, I would sacrifice a heart in me for family, high roller. But you wouldn't know it by the way that I wrote up. Career lifespan looking good, it ain't slowing. One after another, man, I just keep going and going and going. Yeah, if I did it, then I did it right. This ain't happened for me overnight. No. Bet against me, you gon' pay the price. Down to business, I ain't playing nice. Yeah. So ahead of y'all, I'm out of sight. Yeah. When you poppin', they don't wanna slice. Yeah.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Denver Broncos. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here's Wilson to throw right away. Eluding the pressure right. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. A guy coming off his best season as a pro. Here's Nick Chubb. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
Well, this defense for the Commanders, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Ready?
Again, it's Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Washington. Derrick Henry with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Commanders 7, Broncos nothing.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and maybe the offensive move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Wilson.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
22 yards there, a 1st down.
If for some reason you doubted Chase's elite ability, how about this? Missed 5 games last season, still reached 1,000 yards and made the Pro Bowl. His name always in the forefront of the game's greatest playmakers.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. There he goes, left side. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. Touchdown! Michael Thomas. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos are an extra point away from drawing level.
Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second down, they go again with Henry. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. The open man is Shark. It's complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. He's on his way. DJ Chark. Touchdown, Washington. DJ Chark. His 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Broncos 7. Ryan Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. But now it's 3rd down. You talk about this Washington defense. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the 1st. Here's Pat O'Donnell on now to punt it away.
O'Donnell in punt formation.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Here comes Cohen. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Finding space at the 40. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Moore, the man in motion. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
What?
After the interception, here's Wilson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Touch 50, touch 50.
On third down, Wilson being chased out left. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Broncos 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
They go with Chubb on second down. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's Wilson to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Swings this out here for Cohen. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now a handoff to Cohen running left side. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Play action now, Mariota. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They go play action with Wilson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Odell Beckham, 68 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose. But you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Back to Walker on first down. And nothing but daylight ahead. And this defense just being manhandled here to start the drive. Good push up front, 2 big runs. This one 18 yards and another first. A first down throw for Mariota. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, and their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. If they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
Here's Wilson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chris Jones. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Denver. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this kick will be touched down as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
43-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Under pressure, and they got to him again. That's the NFL vet Calais Campbell coming in and dragging him down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. On the return is Cohen. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. It's a 1st down Washington on a pickup of 18. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Deep ball for Goodwin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball, but oftentimes it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
Let's go now. Blue strike. Red, yellow. Yellow, go.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Ready, ready. Fight, 97. Red, cycle. Move, go. 22 needle. Hut, hut.
Final play of the half here. Mariota escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break.
These two coaching staffs likely going through their final adjustments for the second half. One of these teams is going to emerge 2-0. But who will it be? To find out, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. Now, this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Let's go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Down.
In motion goes the tight end. A first down carry for Henry. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And the offense moving quickly to the line. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts. And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. The Chark goes in motion left. They'll run for it with Henry. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll run it again with Henry. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The Chark goes in motion left.
Ready?
Shark's got it left side. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Mariota gives to Henry. And even 100 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official.
Set, ready.
The Chark goes in motion left.
Set, huh?
It's Kelsey on the ground. Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Mariota to throw it. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. Touchdown, Washington. Marquise Goodwin, 44 yards. And the Commanders are able to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard
line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Hey. Run left, run left.
Now it's Wilson. And he's got his big tight end here. Look at the big fella go. And down to the 29-yard line. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Wilson. Over the middle, he has Okonkwo. Touchdown, Broncos. Okonkwo. 29 yards. And the Broncos are back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They try again with Cohen. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Third and short yardage, Mariota. Goodwin able to haul it in. Finding room at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
And the Commanders first down.
First down, Mariota. He's going to look deep for more. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get in. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
A second down throw here for Mariota. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
On third down, Mariota. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Alexander Johnson. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 33. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up. But it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Run it, run it, run it. Gotta go, let's go.
Now Wilson on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Throwing is Wilson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
Let's go. Trouble 38. Ready?
Derrick Henry. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry him along.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Ready.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
10.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. Bowled over a few people. Look at that.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Mariota to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Now Mariota. Touchdown! Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Commanders get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Gano the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
They go play action now. Wilson. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
He completes it to Beckham. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 20. Touchdown Broncos. Odell Beckham with career touchdown number 60. And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And it'll be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
Mariota hands to Henry. He'll be taken down at about the 45. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The Chark goes in motion left. Henry again on second down. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he's going to have a Commanders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Washington.
Quick throw out wide from Mariota. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
10 seconds.
First down, Washington.
Ready?
Henry up the middle. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone is at a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Alexander Johnson. A gain of 13 yards.
Walker now on 1st and 10. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. Mariota out to his left. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Marquise Goodwin with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Commanders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Broncos 27.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. On 2nd down, Wilson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Blue stripe. Red, yellow.
Throwing here, Mariota. Flushed it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Let's go now. 6 seconds. Ready.
To throw Mariota. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano from the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Hey guys, listen.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials. Something
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Here's 2nd down.
Easy.
Now it's Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. The big fella. Down the right sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Point after here coming up. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Next the score. Commanders 41. Broncos 34.
So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this will be recovered by Washington, and that should just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Mariota's throw complete there to Moore. On the move past the 40, inside the 20. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go. And the try for 2 is denied. And the Broncos are going to get the football. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. One last shot for Wilson. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points.
Control.
sizing me. I don't really get drunk, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose love, but truly you suck, gon' make way for a prodigy.
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions? Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what the I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'm a good ass, so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a fiend go. Everything I wrote gon' smoke, so dangerous. I can make an Einstein feel brainless. But look on the bright side, hope yield changes. I'ma get it started, please give me a pardon. Cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we made the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical, this moment is pivotal. Here to feed the streets, they say my influence umbilical. We gon' make it grimy, they'll go get behind me. Told you I'm the best, I done said it with my chest. So for real, nobody try me.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with the big crowd, they already gone by the size of me. I don't really get drunk, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose love, but truly you suck, gon' make way for a prodigy.
And I say, one for the money and two for the love. We the new era, so whoever may feel they above. Live in delusion, that's an illusion, that's absent. Keep it together, don't act like you didn't know what it was. I'm on a whole nother planet, I'm about to show you. This wouldn't work if we planned it, meaning you won't understand it. We have to rings like a Saturn, this feel like splitting an atom. We got involved with the pattern, so now we up and we at 'em. Watch out for my evolution. Around and start a revolution. I am more than a being, I'm an institution. If I gotta reiterate, that's where I'ma lose it. It's my world and I'm generous and that y'all peruse it. How obnoxious, she ain't got a conscience. She's okay with being a little absurd and pompous. That's because I kill it, then stick around just to haunt it. Waiting on my thank you, be grateful that I would even let you watch it.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with the big crowd, they already gone by the size of me. I don't really get drunk, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose love, but truly you suck, gon' make way for a prodigy.
Gonna catch your breath for a second. Look at your neighbor and checking. We bout to march, so if you not get to stepping. I done told you who I am. I'm a force to be reckoned with. I think just be mad because my voice is so decadent. I'm setting a precedent, no mistakes and no accident. We ignoring the standard set cause our lowest is passionate. This alone is a classic hit. I'm a verb amongst adjectives. If the industry full of and my words is a laxative. I'm a maniac on these beats, I'm insane and it's not discreet. I'm enraged because y'all ain't see it. I'm spraying on every street, entertaining, no whack opinion. Who's saying we not elite? I'm over Balenciagas, I'm changing into my cleats. It's go time, it's show time. I ain't calming down until this place is a ghost town. Tired of the faking, we bringing back Motown. No sparing this go round. I'm taking no prisoners, so prepare for a showdown.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with the big crowd, they already gone by the size of me. I don't really get drunk, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose love, but truly you suck, gon' make way for a prodigy. Just down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with the big crowd, they already gone by the size of me. I don't really get drunk, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose love, but truly you suck, gon' make way for a prodigy.
I ain't regular. I ain't regular. I ain't regular.
I should've served the other one, but he right back for another one. Quarter on a quarter, how you double up right off the bus. Soon as he touchdown, run the money up. One-on-one. Water, a little vinegar mix, it's tough enough to take another. Get plenty room, you get money with my run, been nothing but a stun. I done up a bunch of them. This what got them ducking me. They don't come out the house like a punishment. The ones they jumping me. 4-5 years and they work is numbing me too forever. She won't rushing me. Ask anybody what's up with me. Rolling butt off. Been up a week, why could never out hustle me? They was older, broker than the younger me. Back paper, now you feel different. All it take, don't talk you for a day, and now you feel different. All it take for you to catch a case, and now you feel different. I swear I don't feel. Make me feel different. I swear I don't feel. I never feel different. Established. Better bow her head when I walk past her. Where your manners? As a kid, stayed with my granny. Daddy went to jail for jail. Lost my only chance being happy. Damn, what happened? Outcome match my actions. Talk, then I back it. Great example. I'm the standard. Come to preaching what you practice. Actually, I can't fathom or rationalize and move past it. He determined just from his section. Island Daily, well respected.